Fear revolves around us. It is a part of our everyday lives. It accompanies us like a dark passenger, and sometimes it may consume us, engulf us, trap us in a never-ending loop of constant horror. But we never ask ourselves the real question: why do we experience fear? Why are we scared of it? Of the dark, heights, horror movies, and even our own demise? What is in us that causes us chills and goosebumps, nervous stomach aches and blood-curdling screams, and so harmful, non-harmful sights? We may never know, or will we?
Hey, I know you guys are probably wondering what the intro was all about, and you probably want to know what we're trying to solve. Well, let me tell you. Have you ever been scared of a certain thing or situation, but you never knew why? Or you do know why, but you wish you weren't? Well, fear is a basic response that is triggered by the amygdala, one of the brain's sensory glands, and the only one that could detect fear. Fear is a feeling experienced by everyone. People can experience fear if they had a really traumatic experience, or it was simply instinctual. We shall further explain on why fear is felt, why it exists, and if anyone can overcome their fears throughout this video.
Based on our studies over the last week, out of the 60 people that we interviewed, 21 people were afraid of death, 9 were afraid of heights, 12 were afraid of insects, and 18 were afraid of other things, such as thunder and the dark. And also out of these 60 people, 42 had this fear out of pure instinct, and 18 of these people had acquired it through bad experience in the past. Now here's our school's own AP Psychology teacher, Dr. Urbanik, with our interview.
Why do people experience fear?
Why do people experience fear?
Yeah.
Pretty broad question. Because we perceive situations as one being dangerous to our life or limb, so to say, and get a serious injury. Usually our fear responses in modern day are related to like life circumstances. You're afraid you won't be able to achieve certain things you want. But the basic fear response is built in us based on evolution, which is usually fears were based on threats to life or serious injury that could seriously hamper your ability to live life. So today in the modern world, it's the same concept, except you usually don't have to worry about a bear chewing off your arm. Next question.
All right. When someone watches a horror movie, why is it that when you try to go to sleep, the images keep on haunting you?
Because we as people are not really meant to or should ever be accustomed to seeing the vicious things in life. It's just not natural to us. But we are attracted to these things out of curiosity. That's why you watch the movie.
Yeah.
But then once you watch it, if it has disturbed you enough, then your brain will replay it over and over as an act of desensitizing you to what you've seen. If you watch something enough, it won't bother you anymore. And that's the reason why your brain kind of forces you to do it and replay. You're essentially trying to think about it so much that it won't bother you anymore. But the initial visual imagery that you got, it did severely scare you. And since we don't want to stay in that state of fear when we think about that, we need to overthink it so it doesn't bother us anymore. It's the same principles behind doing therapy. Things in your life hurt you. In therapy, you talk about it so much to the point it doesn't hurt you.
That's it.
Alright, that's it.
Yeah.
Cut.
Alright, so I hope you all learned something out of this so you don't check your closet or even under the bed because you watched Poltergeist or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. After a couple of weeks of research and filming, this is what we have. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, don't be scared.